Guys, and welcome back to the Newcastle United Career Mode, episode 10 already. Wow, this series is actually flying by. We're already in double digits. So, as you guys can see here, the Premier League is wrapping up, and this episode is probably the second to last episode of the first season, actually, as we only have 8 games remaining. So I think we'll play these 4 games here against Bournemouth, West Ham, Manchester City, and Sheffield United. I think we'll play those 4 in this episode, and then next episode we'll play Watford, and then we'll wrap up the season in May playing Spurs, Brighton, and Liverpool. May is going to be a really tough month. All 3 of those teams are just really difficult for me to play, so not looking forward to it. Now, obviously, last episode was not our best time out. We ended up dropping a lot of points last episode, and as a result, we've now dropped down to 7th place in the table, 2 points ahead of Wolves and just 1 point behind Leicester City. So 6th place is still definitely a possibility, but so is 8th place, and 6th and 7th place is are the only places that could possibly be available for a Europa League spot. Sixth place, definitely is. 7th place is still up in the air whether it will be or not. We just gotta hope that it will be, because it's gonna be really tight between us, Leicester City, and Wolves, honestly, for these Europa League places. And if we can't get them, then I don't know how next season is gonna shape out. I don't think Cavani and Modric and Chiellini are going to want to come to this club if we're not playing European football. And if that wasn't stressful enough, worrying about a place in the Europa League, we have unfortunately picked up a training injury. Almiron is going to be out for about another month, as he suffered a broken metatarsal. So yeah, we're going to need to call on Hayden and Bentaleb a lot more, and Urzi actually to fill Almiron's place. So yeah, bad news. So I'm gonna jump right into the Premier League action, as we're gonna be facing Bournemouth away from home. As you can see, a couple more players' overalls have gone up as we're getting to the end of the season now. Lazaro finally hit that 80 mark. Tuanzebe went up 1, and I think, yeah, Yedlin went up 1, but I think I said that last episode. But yeah, good to see that Tuanzebe and Lazaro are up another overall. Alright, here we are, and I'm sure if you watched the last episode, you remember how bad we were. So let's hope that we can pick up our form a little bit more as the season comes to a close, and we really need to keep pushing for that Europa League spot. On the ball now with Phil Foden. Phil Foden skips by a couple of the players. Phil Foden with a shot now, and he does like a finesse chip to the keeper. I don't even know what that shot was. I think he actually like kind of whiffed it, but it goes in anyways. I don't even know what to call that. He like curved it, but it also chipped up a little bit. Let's watch the replay. Yeah, wow, that was literally like a chip finesse. That was a beautiful shot. Wow, totally caught that keeper off guard, as he just couldn't react fast enough, and we're 1-0 up. That was pretty much our first opportunity of the game as well. We've just been playing it slow, keeping possession, and it seems to be working so far. Thanks to Phil Foden, we are 1-0 up on Bournemouth away from home. Let's go, guys. Here's St. Maximin now. St. Maximin hasn't played like this in a long time. St. Maximin, oh my goodness. I thought he was finally going to break his duck and get back into the game. That was so close from St. Maximin. We're playing so well right now. This is the best we've played in a while, honestly. We're just taking it slow and keeping the ball. I've changed our tactic, actually, to a possession for offense. That's one thing I did forget to mention, but let's keep this up. Let's keep the ball away from Bournemouth with our players and hope that we can score another goal. Oh no, here come Bournemouth now. Maybe their first shot of the game. It was their first shot of the game. We've managed to hold them off so far. Dubravka comes up big. Oh, corner coming in. Now we have to get it away. Oh my gosh. I pressed the clear button with Foden, and Foden just headed it back into the center of the goal box. Oh my goodness. I don't know how Dubravka saved that. There were so many players in his line of vision. Thank God. Oh, Phil Foden is taken down a little ways outside the box. We have scored a free kick in this series, though, and I think we've had like 2 or 3 free kick opportunities, but maybe here's another one, as Bournemouth gets a yellow card. Be taking this free kick with Lazaro. as we did the one we scored. Gotta put some power on it. Put some topspin on it. Can it go in? Oh, it's a good save. There was just not enough power on it. It started dipping too soon. It's a good free kick, though. Lazaro is pretty good at free kicks, so I gotta admit, he's a lot better than I thought he would be. And as the game wraps up, just gotta keep possession, and we do that entire game after we scored the goal. I felt like we were playing like Burnley or like Brighton. We just scored a goal in the beginning, and then I just focused on defending and keeping possession. But I'm just so nervous at the end of the season here because every single point counts. We need a Europa League spot, and honestly, we have to play every single game like it could be like a Champions League final. Like, we have to take every Premier League game seriously, like really seriously from now on. Anyways, it was a pretty boring game to play and boring game to watch, but that's not even what matters at this point. What matters is getting the points, and we got the 3 points today. Okay, so thanks to that win over Bournemouth, we are now 5 points ahead of Wolves because we did have a game in hand over them and we just played that. That was the game against Bournemouth, but I've actually come to this screen not to show you guys the table, but to actually show you the scores and fixtures. So I went ahead a little bit and tried to scout out Leicester City's fixtures in the next month or two, and they have some pretty easy games compared to us, but they still have a lot on the line as well because they could drop to seventh place really easily. I think the hardest teams that they're going to be up against is Spurs, as you can see right there on the right, at the very top. Leicester City versus Spurs, who are currently the league leaders. That's interesting to say the least. And then they also have a game against Manchester United. I'm pretty sure the one against Manchester United, yeah, right there is their last game. And then in April, at the end of April, they do have a game against Arsenal right there on the 19th. So yeah, they have a couple games left against some top clubs, but so do we. We have a game against Spurs, we have a game against Liverpool, we have a game against Manchester City. So yeah, all really tough teams. And then of course we have a game against my bogey team, Brighton, the team that I always do terribly against. So it's gonna be a close one between us and Leicester City. Honestly, it's gonna be really close for that 6th place spot, and we got to keep an eye on who wins the FA Cup. Okay, we finally have a decent scouting report sent back from the scout that we sent to France a little while ago. There was another scouting report he sent, but there was just no good players, so I decided to just leave that clip out. But here we have a couple players who I don't really have a lot of faith that will reach that high potential, because 69 and 93, they're both potential 69 and 93. That's usually not too great, but I'm gonna sign them anyways, and yeah, I guess we'll see how they progress from here. And our next game in the Premier League is against West Ham United, so yeah, we're playing them at home, and I have the full strength lineup right here. I mean, as full strength as we can be without Almiron. Obviously we have Urzi starting, but he performed pretty well in that Bournemouth game. He made a lot of good passes, and he played with the team to keep possession, and I appreciated that. So yeah, let's jump into this match and hope that we can pick up another 3 points. Alright, here we are, back at the St. James's Park versus West Ham. I really hope we can get the 3 points out of this one. We need to. Come on, let's go. Oh, here goes Urzi now. Urzi in the box. Urzi with a nice shot, and it's a great save from the West Ham keeper. Wow, Urzi is stepping up big this episode. Oh, here come West Ham once again. That's a huge block from Tomori. That is such a good block. Oh my goodness. That was possibly like a game-saving block right there. It's a nice pass through from Joelinton, of course. Back for Urzi. Urzi now. Urzi with a nice goal. Oh my goodness. I said it already and I'll say it again. Urzi is stepping up big time for us this episode. He performed well in that Bournemouth match. Nothing to complain about. He helped the team keep possession, and now he's helping the team score in this match against West Ham United. What a goal from Urzi. Oh my goodness, that's like the same type of shot I tried to do last episode, if you remember, against that against Manchester City in the FA Cup match. I tried to do a finesse shot just like that, but he messed it up and he like skyrocketed it the last episode. But this time he buries it in the top corner, and that is a really nice goal from Urzi, and a really important one as well. Oh, West Ham on the attack here, and that's a huge block from Tuanzebe. Our defense between Tuanzebe and Tomori, we have just been dominating as far as West Ham's shooting is gone. Every shot they've taken pretty much that's represented a threat, we've blocked with one of them. So glad to see that they're both stepping up. Oh no, we kind of get the ball away with Dubravka, but West Ham keep the ball, and now it's Felipe Anderson slipping this one through. Are they going to try a cutback? I can't tell. Yes, they are. Oh, Tomori again. What did I just say about his blocking? And he blocks again. This man is insane, and now we could be on the counterattack as here we go with Saka. I'm going to try to slip this through for St. Maximan. St. Maximan sees Saka again. Here goes Saka now. Saka. Oh, he's just... His left foot on the left wing, it hurts him every single time. Oh, he just drags his shot wide across the face of goal. I was trying to just drive it right into the top corner, but he put too much curve on it. That was a great counterattack, though. Started from Tomori. This one through for Phil Foden. Phil Foden sees Joe Linton. Joe Linton with a great shot, but it hits the post. Oh my... Alright, Bentaleb's fitness is pretty low, so I'm just going to bring Hayden on for a little bit more pace in these last few minutes. Saka sees Joe Linton, and Joe Linton with a beautiful flop. I mean, I don't want to say that it was a flop, but that is definitely a flop. I actually wasn't even trying to go near that guy. I saw him coming sliding in, and I actually tried to run away. But Joe Linton, he like barely nicked Joe Linton's heel, and Joe Linton just made the most of that. But as a result, we get an opportunity to score a penalty. But you guys know how bad I am at penalties in this game, so it's going to be tricky to score this one. Let me just make sure that we are taking this with the best penalty kicker. We're not, actually. Lazaro is our best penalty kicker. That's strange. Alright, I'm going to go for top left. Please, game, please. Oh, that's a perfect penalty from Lazaro, our right back. He's scored 2 set pieces this season. He scored that free kick earlier on this season, and now he buries this penalty past West Ham United in the 90th minute. We're playing so much better than we did last episode. I think it might have to do with our new tactic of possession-based attacking, because now we're just And that is the final whistle. And do you remember the last time that we got 2 wins in a row in the Premier League? Back-to-back wins, 6 points from 2 games. That feels so good. And this was a convincing win as well. That penalty in the 90th minute, just emphasizing that point on the scoreline. And wow, I honestly want to give a shout out to like Tuanzebe and Tomori this game. They played so well this game. Like West Ham had shooting opportunities, but Tuanzebe and Tomori, like, they blocked so much this game. Every shot from West Ham got blocked pretty much from one of those two, and they must have felt like how we usually feel. Phil Foden has actually just shot us a message, and he says, "Cheers for all the first team football I'm getting. I'll be doing my best, boss." And that is just so kind. So I'm just gonna tell him that I'm proud of him, because I am. I mean, like, I really want to make him captain. I think when when we either sell Dubravka or when he retires, probably when we sell him, I think I'm gonna make Phil Foden captain, because like just stuff like this, like he's like such like an asset to the team, and then like he knows he is too, like just from how much he's contributed this season. But then he just like he shows that he's humble, and he like appreciates it, and he shoots me a message like this. So yeah, I think he will be our next captain of this side once Dubravka is sold or retired. But yeah, that's all just speculation for the future for now. Can't be thinking about that too much, as we have some more important Premier League business to attend to. And here we are once again facing Manchester City, but this time it's in the Premier League. The last Premier League match that we played against Manchester City was at the St. James's Park, and we actually managed to beat them thanks to Phil Foden completely turning the game on its head from 1-0 to 2-1. So yeah, but unfortunately the last time we played them in general in the FA Cup, Kevin De Bruyne scored an absolute wonder goal, and they managed to see out the game 1-0. But that was last episode. In this episode, I think we're doing a little bit better so far. So yeah, I'm going with the same lineup that I have been going. We've had a nice like 4 or 5 day break since that last match against West Ham United. So yeah, all our players are rested up, and let's just get into the game. Oh boy, here we are at the Etihad Stadium. What a stadium to be in. And We just need to hope for the best from this game. Honestly, it would be so disappointing to get a draw from this game or a loss after we've been performing so well. I want to come here to win, honestly, which is unlikely to say, I know, but we can always dream. Speaking of dreaming, our dream might become a reality as Phil Foden doesn't make a huge save. Ederson makes a huge save from Phil Foden's shot. I don't think Ederson even got a hand on that. I think he dove, but the shot deflected and like went into his stomach or something. That ball like fumbled around on the ground a little bit. That was weird, but okay. Phil Foden is looking up for this game. Oh no, here comes De Bruyne though, the man himself, and wow, Dubravka got his fingertips to that one. Oh, De Bruyne just torments us every time we play Manchester City. That's a fantastic shot and an even better save. Oh, he got his thumb to it. Pep looks so annoyed. Oh man, that was so close. Oh no, here's Raheem Sterling. He's so good in the box with dribbling. Oh, Tuanzebe pressures him to take the shot and Dubravka saves near post. We are getting hammered by Manchester City right now. It goes to De Bruyne. De Bruyne taking a couple good touches outside the box. Probably looking to cut inside. He does. Phil Foden is there to block it, and Bentaleb bottles it. No, Bentaleb. Oh, man. Bentaleb, no. Oh, I should have just cleared it away as soon as I had the ball. They were just all over me in the box, and I couldn't think fast enough. That's completely my fault. I had the ball. Oh, I don't know what I was doing there. I completely panicked as I just saw like Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne wrapping around me and nutmeg Dubravka, and it's a good goal for Manchester City. Oh, I see Saka now, and I see Joe Linton making a good run. Joe Linton shoots, but Ederson with a good save. Oh, St. Maximin gets by a Manchester City defender, has a shot, but there's just so many of them in the box. Oh, I see Joe Linton making a great run. Joe Linton's going to cut this one back for St. Maximin, but somehow their defender gets a toe in there. How? Phil Foden now, I think he might be offside. He is. Doesn't score anyways. Here goes Bentaleb now in a very attacking position. That's new for him as he crosses that one to Foden, and I'm speechless. Did you guys? I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I'm in shock right now. What? Just what? How? What? Headers aren't supposed to work in FIFA 20. How did that work? Phil Foden just what do I say right now? That was from hold on, just wait a second. Just look at this, okay? Just what is this? What is this? How does this happen? Look at where he is standing. He's standing in the 6-yard box completely on the left side of it. Like how are you gonna beat Ederson with a header in FIFA 20 from that angle? Huh? How are you gonna do that? He does it anyways, and it barely gets in the goal. Look how close that was. That is how close that was. Oh my god. That very well could have just hit the post. But it doesn't, and it rolls in the back of the net. Rodri. What's he gonna do from here? Puts this one in for De Bruyne. Dubravka makes another huge save. This stadium is so loud. We need to hold on to this draw. I cannot believe Phil Foden scored that. This man's is crazy. Wow, it's a great save. But we need to just get it away now. And we could even be on the counter maybe? With Joe Linton now. Putting this through for Saka. Oh my goodness. Could we be on the counter? Probably not. I probably just messed it up, but we're still going. Okay, Manchester City have a lot of players back now. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Here we go with St. Maximin. St. Maximin! St. Maximin! Oh my god! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, it is so late, and I'm probably waking up my whole family in my house, but let's go! I literally just stood up and started started walking around my room. This is insane. You cannot write this stuff. I swear to you guys, the difficulty is the same as it has been set all season. This is just football right here. What is going on? What? is happening? Saint Maximan breaks his duck. He has not scored for us in months, and when he does, oh my god, it's the 92nd minute. I know it says 90th minute goal, but that if you look back at the clock when he scored that was the 92nd minute. What is happening? We just beat Manchester City at home. Or we're away from home. We beat them at the Etihad. What is going on? What is happening? What just happened? Guys, I don't know what to say, but what is going on in this episode right now? How are we so good? Manchester City, in the last, 20 minutes, were just subbing off all their good players because they thought they had the game wrapped up. It was 1-0 up until, the 78th minute. Yeah, they subbed off Aguero, they subbed off a couple other players as well. They subbed off Umtiti for Otamendi, which probably made it easier for us to score those goals. And 2 late goals. Again, an amazing comeback versus Manchester City, and Foden heavily involved with this one as well. Oh my god. I could talk about this game for the next 15 minutes. That was incredible. Okay, guys, we need to just take a second and talk about what just happened, because what? I'm literally still in shock. I had to actually just take a couple minutes before recording this clip to just process what we just did. I'm just blown away from a team. You saw how we were playing in the last episode. Unless you didn't even watch the last episode, because you probably started watching it and then 5 minutes in you were like, okay, this episode sucks. I'm gonna go watch something entertaining. But we went to the Etihad Stadium in front of all the Manchester City fans, and in the 78th minute it was 1-0 Manchester City they were dominating us so heavily to the point where they felt they were comfortable enough to sub off their players, probably because they have some important Champions League games coming up and stuff. But and again, it's all sparked from Phil Foden. I don't think Saint Maximan would have scored that goal at the end unless Phil Foden had scored that 78th minute goal, because Phil Foden, he scored that, and it's just the entire team it's just everyone just got a boost from that. Everyone's morale just got boosted, and they just started working super hard in those last 10 minutes, because after Phil Foden scored that, it was just every single player believed that we could actually get the win, and we did. In the 92nd minute, it was the last kick of the game, away from home, we beat Manchester City, and that's incredible. That's insane. And would you look at that, 3 wins in a row for Newcastle United secures us that 6th place spot once again, even if it is just for this week. We overtake Leicester City, and we definitely overtook Wolves, because they have played one more game than us, and we're still 5 points ahead of them, so we have the opportunity to make it 8 points ahead of them pretty soon. Speaking of teams and table standings, our next game is against Sheffield United, who are in 20th place, so I am actually going to simulate this game, and then our last game of this episode will be against Watford. Okay, so I am simulating this game with the B team, and I'm hoping that we can get a good result against 20th place Sheffield United here at home, and we do. Muto scoring the only goal of the game. Our team actually picked up a bunch of yellow cards, interestingly enough. Longstaff, Rose, and Tamori picking up yellows, but that's fine in my opinion. None of them are close to suspension, and we get another 3 points. That's 4 wins in a row in the Prem. I'm so happy with our form at the moment. We're doing great. And we get even more good news, as the medical staff have cleared Almiron so he can rejoin the first team's training sessions. So he's not going to be completely ready to play games yet, but he can at least start getting back in the groove of things and start working his way back into the starting lineup. So here is the last game of this episode of the Newcastle United Career Mode series. A couple fitness concerns with the likes of Tomori, Urzi, Joelinton, even St. Maximan a little bit, all kind of tired because that game against Sheffield United was actually just 2 days ago, so we didn't really get as much of a resting period, but hopefully they all last the whole game, or as much as they can until I sub them off. Tomori might need a sub halfway through. But yeah, let's just jump into the game. Alright, Watford versus Newcastle United. We are away from home, but we were away from home for that Manchester City game as well, so anything could happen. Oh boy, here comes Watford now. On the attack, that's great defending from Tomori. Oh wow, that could have been dangerous. Oh, I see Phil Foden making a great run now, and Phil Foden is in the form of his life as he buries that one past the Watford keeper. Oh my goodness, we won the ball back from Watford high up the pitch, and it was some brilliant link-up play with some passes, easy through balls, and Phil Foden is obviously going to score that, the form he's in. Saka won the ball, put it to Joelinton. Joelinton slipped it through for Foden, and Foden with a simple first-time finish, and Watford pay for that mistake they just made. Watford whipping in a corner now. We need to defend this well. And we do. Oh, that's Florian, actually. That's our previous center back that we sold to Watford. Interesting. Imagine the scenes if he scored that header against us. Thank God. That's why we sold him, though. There goes the ball. Oh, Joelinton sees Urzi. Urzi making a great run. Urzi with a simple finish. This kid is so good. He is just having the episode of his life right now. He didn't perform super huge in that Manchester City game, but every game in this episode, Bournemouth, now Watford, West Ham United, he's just been on fire this episode. Urzi, remember the name, because he is going to be a big player for us, I'm sure of it. He continues to go up in his overall, like, pretty generously, and he's burying goals like that more often now. He's such a fun player to use, and Almiron is going to have a difficult time getting back into the starting lineup with this kid playing like he is. Oh, Joelinton making a great run, and that's a simple goal for Joelinton as we make it 3-0 against Watford. I think that was Phil Foden who actually slipped it through to him as well. Phil Foden picking up assists when he's not picking up goals. He's always contributing. Let's see if it was actually. I'm not sure. Oh, no, it was Saka. I was totally off on that one. I just thought because of the positioning it was Phil Foden. But okay, Saka picking up a nice assist as he slips that one through. Joelinton burying it past the Watford keeper, and this is one of the most convincing wins that we've had in the Premier League this season. Oh, Phil Foden slipping this one through for St. Maximan, takes it into stride well, but we're being defended. But St. Maximan makes light work of that as he cuts this one back for Joelinton, and it's beautiful football from Newcastle United. You will not see a more well-oiled team goal than that goal. That was perfect. Like, there were so many players in that whole build-up play who touched the ball. Beautiful skill from St. Maximan and brilliant idea to just lay it off for Joelinton, who just taps it home easily. He kind of stuttered a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, wow. We are dominating Watford 4-0. Oh, Watford with a nice shot. Wow, that was really close, actually. Our defender just put him off his shot. I think that was Bentaleb. Yeah, Bentaleb was harassing him a little bit, and Twanzebe tried to put in a good block, but wow. That was really close. Here goes Lazaro trying to slip this one through for Joelinton. Joelinton manages to keep the ball, actually. Joelinton with a couple of ball rolls. Joelinton still. Oh, and it hits the post. That could have been Joelinton's hat trick. That could have been our first hat trick in this entire series. Oh, so unfortunate there. Joelinton did so well to get that shot off as well as he did. He was getting pushed around so much by the Watford players, but nevertheless, 4-0 against Watford, that is what I call a convincing performance, and we needed it after the form that we've been in recently, considering last episode. But wow, this episode is just a complete 180, total turnaround, as that Manchester City game, definitely the highlight of the episode, but this is a nice way to send the episode off as we finish the second to last episode of the Manchester City, Newcastle United career mode series. Alright, so here are the two kids that were brought in by our last scouting report, Laurent Chevalier and something, Blondo or whatever. I don't know the names in this game. It's so weird. So I'm gonna keep the Chevalier guy, Chevrolet. I'm gonna keep the Chevrolet guy, because he has still 74 to 94 potential. I doubt he'll be that highly rated, but he could be a good backup keeper possibly if his potential makes it at least into the 80s. So I will definitely keep him, but Blondie over here, I'm not gonna keep. His potential is just terrible. So see you later. And then these other two, I actually haven't updated you guys in a while. Jamie Davis, 86 to 92 potential for a central midfielder. That's pretty good. Like I'm definitely set on keeping him. And if you thought that was good, Bradley Phillips is a CDM with 91 to 94 potential, and we've been training him a lot, so next season he could get some game time from us possibly, especially in competitions like the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. So yeah, definitely really excited to see how this kid progresses. And I'm gonna leave this episode here for today. So the reason that I decided to simulate that Sheffield United game and to play that Watford game, even though we probably would have had time to play the Watford game in the next episode, is because in the next episode we do have 3 games already, and it's the last episode of this first season here with Newcastle United. So once we finish with those 3 games in the next episode, I have a couple, like little special things planned for the end of the season. So I want to show you guys like a couple of those things that well, I'm not going to tell you about them because I want it to be like a surprise, so you'll have to watch the next episode to find out. But yeah, what an episode we had here today. That Manchester City game, I still can't get over how incredible that was. A 10-minute comeback. That's ridiculous against Manchester City. I can't believe it. But yeah, things are definitely going to be heating up still, as we have Spurs as our next match, who are currently, well, technically league leaders if they can beat us in this next match, actually. So they're going to be playing their hearts out because Liverpool are currently taking the lead right now. So they obviously are trophy hungry. I wonder why. So yeah, they're gonna be wanting some points. So they're gonna be coming at us hard in that next game. So we have to be ready. Then we are also playing Brighton, who I am famously terrible at playing. So that's gonna be pretty stressful. And we also are playing Liverpool as our last match of the season. So the top 2 sides in England could stand in our way of getting into the Europa League, and I really hope that doesn't happen. It's a really good thing that we had a good episode today, because honestly things could go south real fast in the next one. All we got to hope for is that Leicester City drop points as well, because Leicester City are playing Sheffield United, which should be an easy win, but they're also playing Spurs. So hopefully Spurs can get the win over them, and they're playing Manchester United, who sit in 3rd place at the moment. So things are going to be really tight between us and Leicester City in the next game, or the next episode. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on the FA Cup progression as well, because as you know, if the FA Cup is won by any of the teams above us, then 7th place opens up as a possible Europa League qualifier position. So yeah, I think we have a good chance of making it. I really do. Next episode's definitely going to be tough, though. I would like to finish in 6th place, but it could be either us or Leicester City. Honestly, it's like me, Leicester City, and Wolves have been struggling this entire season, and it all comes down to me and Leicester City. But yeah, so stay tuned for all the action in the next episode, the final episode of this first season here at Newcastle United. But that's all for today. I hope you guys liked it. I sure did. Smash like if you did like it, and smash subscribe, but don't smash too hard. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.